So, this is Voiceless Voice, aka I've been calling it VVS. Shout out VVS. VVS don't need laces. Basically, it's a ritual deck that revolves around this Novox, which was a really old card. But the deck plays super simple. It's super low to the ground. It gets you really high impact for really low investment, which is really nice. And the combo is pretty simple. But it's so versatile in the way that it can play around certain kinds of interactions. Like you can use your resources in really interesting ways to dodge stuff like Nibiru. You can use stuff in really interesting ways. Novox itself dodges Ash because it just sets directly from deck. So and then Diviner with Hierarchia is just Novox on the normal. So you run 6 copies of Novox essentially. The deck is super clean. It's super good. So let's just run through the cards. We'll start with the hand traps. So I run 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, and then 3 Imperm. I think that those are the best. I think that Ash, Droll, and Imperm are probably the best hand traps to start with in the main for this format. I think that there's not really a contest with those. They're super, super good. And then coming out of the side, stuff like Bell and DD Crow are really strong. I have Nib in here because we're playing a ritual deck, and the ritual spell must tribute light monsters. So Nib is super good because you can use it for ritual fodder, which is awesome. And then also, it's not a bad hand trap this format, so that's really good. So then we got 3 Novox, the Silenforcing Disciple or the Voiceless Voice Disciple, whatever they decide to go for. So it says if you ritual summon exactly 1 Light Warrior or a Dragon ritual monster with a card effect that requires use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire tribute. So it's just like whatever that guy is from Shurit in Necros, which is super good. And then when it's normal or special, you can place a continuous spell trap face up in the spell trap zone, so it dodges Ash. And then if you ritual summon a light dragon or light warrior, you can special summon it from the grave, so it gets itself back, which is super, super important. We have 3 Saphira, so you can discard this card, send a ritual spell from your deck to graveyard, and then add 1 Light Warrior Dragon Ritual from your deck to your hand, and then you can banish this card from your graveyard, and then it's basically a ritual spell. And then you tribute monsters from your hand or field to special summon it. You don't need to tribute light monsters for this, which doesn't really come up because I'm only playing light monsters that would be on board, but in some like really weird scenario where you need to tribute, like, I don't know, an Ash Blossom with something, like you have a Diviner on board and it's only level 6 because you sent Herald, and then you need to send an Ash Blossom with the Diviner to get over 7 so that you can get any of these guys. It could happen, theoretically, so that's cool. But this card is broken. I only run the 1, so we have Saravis the Sagely. So you can special it by shuffling 2 spells from the hand or grave into the deck, including a ritual spell. So this is almost always going to be online because you're going to have the ritual spell in grave turn 1, and then all you need is a second, which you'll normally have prosp or super volley in there, which is everything that you need. And then when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can bounce it back to hand, and then you can special a ritual from your hand or deck. So you usually want to go for the Seravis, because the Seravis is another negate when you get on there. We'll go into it. Or you can go into a Skull Guardian if that's outed. So next up is the Diviner package. So I have 3 Diviner and then 1 Trios. Diviner, you should know what Diviner does. If you've played before, you send a fairy from deck to graveyard, either deck or extra. So usually, and then it increases its level based on the level that you send, right? So if you send Herald, it's a level 6, which doesn't do much actually. So it's kind of it kind of blows. So this is not the play. Like, you have to be super. Your hand needs to work already in order to do that. You need to have something like, maybe, I don't know, you need to already have like a nib, or you need to have something else in hand. It doesn't really get you anywhere. Like I said, maybe if you have like an Ash, and then you can Saphira, send Diviner, and then the Ash, but at that point, there are probably better things that you can do. But so mostly what you're going to do with Diviner is you're going to send Hierarchia, because that's going to make it level 11. And then what you can do is Hierarchia can tribute Diviner to special summon itself from the grave, which is great, which is awesome. And then once that happens, Diviner triggers, and it says if it's tributed, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower fairy from your hand or deck. So then when Diviner gets tributed, you can special Novox, which gets you into your whole combo. You only really have 6 normals. You don't have any other normals. The good thing about it, though, is that if you see any of these 6, or you open Saphira, or you open the continuous spell, you've opened the combo, right? But certain things lose harder to other things, right? So opening Novox straight up is probably the strongest. Opening Diviner is the weakest because it loses to most things. And then opening Barrier is kind of in the middle. Opening Barrier is strong, but it's better to open Novox. Yeah, so that's the Diviner package. I like it. Some people don't play the Diviner package. Instead, they play the Dogmatika package, where you run... So you run 3... Instead of these 4 cards, what you can run is you can run 3 Nadir Servant, and then 1 of the Dogmatika Maximus. So what that does is basically you get Nadir Servant send like a Herald or something, and then Herald will get you either a ritual card or a ritual spell, either like Skull Guardian, or you get the prayer. And then after you have that, then you add the Maximus. Maximus can banish Herald, and then Maximus can send 2 more, right? Usually send like a Garura, and then if you're going first, send like a Garura, and then send another Herald to get you the other thing, which is cool. Like you end up going like basically +3, but then you're only running 6 normal, so I don't like it that much. In theory, like, gets you a lot of advantage. It helps going second a lot, because you can send stuff like Entis. You can send stuff like Ma Long, which is this guy, Golden Cloud, he's Ma Long, right? To bounce, and to assisted pop, different stuff like that, which is good, but I don't like it that much. Going on the rituals, we have 2 of the regular Silenforcing. Silenforcing negates cards that target monsters I control. So I can Silenforcing basically blocks imperm, which is something really cool that not a lot of other decks can do going for like turn 1. There's no other deck that can just negate imperm on a normal summon. And then when it's on the field, that's a negate. That's a negate from hand. And then when it's on the field, it's Solemn Strike, which is kind of cool. Skull Guardian, the Silenforcing Protector. So it's 2050, 25. It's 4100. It's 4100 when Novox is on board or in the grave, which is awesome. And then it's an Omni when you control Novox. And then when it's ritual summoned, it searches for either a light dragon warrior ritual monster or a Silenforcing monster. So it can search you any of these guys or any of these guys. And then I run the 40th card is Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon. It's just because it's a level 7 light dragon ritual. And also, if it's on board, it is a spell negate. And then 3 Prosperity, just dig for everything. When we play, I'll show you like what I prosp out. And then we have 3 Silenforcing Barrier. So this card's crazy. While you control Novox and a light ritual, your opponent's monsters can only target ritual monsters for attacks, and also your opponent can't target light monsters you control with card effects. So it protects basically all of your monsters from targeting, and Novox can't get attacked, which is broken. And then during your main phase, you can add either a Skull Guardian ritual monster or a Silenforcing card from your deck to your hand, except itself. We play 2 of the ritual. You don't need 3, you only need 2. It can be used for any light ritual monster. You have to tribute light monsters though, which is interesting but never really comes up. It doesn't really matter. If a face-up light ritual monster you control leaves the field by opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and then special summon one of the rituals from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So if they somehow manage to out your Skull Guardian, and you have Silenforcing in the grave, which you will because Saphira dumps it, you can just get a new one. So that's really awesome. That's really, really nice. Or like any of the other ones, right? This other one, like Saphira Queen of Dragons, is a poo-poo card. We're not playing it. We run 3 Super Poly because there's nothing really, you don't need your extra deck really that much. I go through my extra deck. I use maybe 2 or 3 cards from my extra deck. It never really comes up, so it's super free, super easy. And then we have 1 Silenforcing Authority. So this is either an interruption or it's recursion, and helps you cycle through your resources, which is really cool. So during the main phase, activate one of these effects. Shuffle 1 light warrior or dragon ritual monster or 1 ritual spell from your deck or grave into the deck, or from your hand or grave in the deck. And if you do, take a Silenforcing monster from your deck, either add it to the hand or special summon it. Super good for recycling some resources that you've already used or replacing any like dead draws, right? Sometimes you'll go through your combo and it'll be like turn 3 or something and you won't have any cards in hand. So you can put back, a spent Silenforcing or something dead that you're not using. Maybe you have like Pendulum Graph in the grave or something. And you put that back, you add something to your hand, and then lo and behold, Super Poly's back online because you had no cards in hand and then you just got a card in hand. Or if you don't really need recursion, you can go for this. You can say target cards your opponent controls up to the number of Light Warrior or Dragon Ritual monsters you control. Destroy both them and this card. It works a little bit differently than something like Sword Soul Blackout. So Sword Soul Blackout says target a worm you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. So that means that if your opponent gets rid of one of their cards, it still destroys the other 2, so it resolves as much as possible. But because Authority says destroy both them and this card, it has to destroy all of them. So if they like econ away one of the monsters that you were going to destroy, it resolves with that effect, and then you don't lose your Authority, which is nice. Yeah, but yeah, so that's the deck. 40, it's 40 tight. I think that this is really solid. I mean, there's stuff to play around with. Some people play pre-prep instead of prosperity. I don't like that very much. People play, like I said, the Dogmatika stuff instead of Diviner. I think that's solid going second. I don't think it's super solid going first. So the extra deck is, like, you can put whatever you want. There are like 4 slots in here that I think are really like necessary, and then the rest is basically whatever you want. So you got like you got the Super Poly targets. Draco Quest is just for Minadium. Entis is just a send off Diviner. If I don't open Diviner and I'm going first, I will banish off Prosp usually. Garura is super good. Mud Dragon in the Swamp is super good. You play 2 Herald in case you want to send off the Diviner. 1 Typhon for some sticky games. 2 Dynamondo. So this card is cool. So it's a Link 2. You need a ritual monster, so usually you can like go into it with, like, you'll have a ritual on board almost every game. Or actually really almost every turn you'll get into a ritual every game. So when it's special, you target a card on the field and a ritual in the grave, and you shuffle both of them into the deck. So it's non-destruction removal. And then during your opponent's turn, you can tribute this card and then special a ritual back. So you tribute this card on your opponent's turn, and then you special back a ritual. So I can show you guys. It's super cool. The combo is super simple. It gets you like 4 interruptions. Basically, your first turn just off the block. Going into this guy. This guy is super cool. This guy is really cool. And I think this might be the deck that actually makes him like not just pack filler, because this card has been out for a while and no one's ever heard of it. You have 1 Linkuriboh, which is standard. 1 Lina just for a Link 2 that you can go into with anything. 1 Anima, 1 Little Knight, and then 1 Underworld Goddess for the Unchained matchup. And then the side deck is just personal preference, you know. D Crow, Ghost Bell, some back row hate, evenly matched going second, and then some of them it's really good. You don't actually need to summon more than twice. You get Novox on board first, and then you get Skull Guarding on board second, and then your turn's over. So you can play under summon limit super easy. It's nice. It's pretty good. So the problem with this deck is that it's not actually gonna be legal until next month, so we have to play it on here. The deck that I'm playing this format is not nearly as fun or exciting. But like, I've been playing this for the past, I don't know, week or so, and it's been like the most fun I've had playing Yu-Gi-Oh! in a really long time. Like, it's super mid-rangey, which is really nice. Oh my god. Anakin Skywalker. We're fighting Anakin Skywalker. That's fine. Yo, whoa. Okay, so this hand's a little weaker to hand traps. Okay, so he has something else. Okay, now, I mean, we have to go Saphira. And he doesn't do anything. Okay. I'm gonna go for the one in hand in case he has like a DD Crow. He doesn't have a DD Crow. He would have used it. Yeah. And now what do we want? We want this guy for later. So now I can show you guys. This is the really, really cool thing. Whoa, there is a chat. Odds I ban them. I swear to God, Ryder, if you ban the people that are actually chatting right now for me, I will cry and then I'll punch you in the throat. We're going to pass on Dynamondo. So this is what we do. If he has Niv here, I probably am sad. I am sad, and I don't have a play. I don't have a play. I mean, I have follow-up out the wazoo, but I don't have a play. He doesn't. Okay. Cool. Word. Yep. And now we're going to go here. We're going to special summon this guy. And then we're going to get this guy. Yep. There we go. So now what we have is we have an Omni Negate, and then we have a Pop, and then we also have a Nib in hand. Oh, and he's on the cash tier and stuff. Okay. I see how it is. Add a cash spell. That's fine. I'm not gonna do anything to that. It could be Speed Droid. It could for sure be Speed Droid. It's just probably not Speed Droid. We're not gonna do anything to that. I want to see exactly what he's up to. That's fine. So like this doesn't really do. I mean, he can get a Visas. This is kind of a good Voiceless, to be honest. Yeah, this is kind of a good Voiceless. I will pop it. Unless he has another field and then it's the punish. But he's on 3 summons. He definitely doesn't know that I have Nib. Oh, he's actually playing Scarecrow. Like, actually playing Scarecrow. That's crazy. That's super crazy. Huh. Oh, forgot it does that. Unaffected by the activated effects of defense position monsters. Okay, this isn't really a problem. So we can go birth, right? That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. The thing is, like, I don't really know what, like, if he goes end of main, I just nib. Yeah, I just nib, right? There. 12,000 defense is a lot of defense. Draw 2, okay. Okay, I mean, I still don't know exactly what this does for you. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for you. Yeah, okay, so now the game should be over. But that's not an imperm, he would have said it here. So we're gonna get another Saphira. Now, because it's another turn, we can do this. This is cool. Yeah, you can banish those. I don't need them. I don't need any of those. So let's go here. What? Wait, that's crazy. Wait, wait, what? Huh? Why would you not set imperm in this column so you can negate this? That's 100% the play. That is so dumb. Oh my god. Yeah, give me another one of these guys. We'll go there. We'll go here. We'll go there. We'll get another Cerebus. Just because, you know, why not? That can get this guy. So that's nice. And then this is cute. We can go here. We can take. And then we can go. The only issue though is that I can't activate Dynamando, which is what I want to do. I want to activate Dynamando. I think I need silly guy across the playing mat. Yeah, he's kind of a silly guy. He's massive. He's enormous. So I need to get rid of him. He has to leave. And I did commit to the thing, so kind of neat. Alright, but I can switch to this guy. And then that, and then this. Can go there. So now I'm gonna go here. I need to banish this token, which is sad, but it happens. So, gotta do that, and then here I need to go for the Dynamo, unfortunately. And then yeah. So the thing about this is, unironically, I actually could end on Typhon, and then neither player can activate the effects of, but it doesn't really do anything in this matchup, so no point. Can't attack directly, so doesn't matter. And then, yeah, why not? Why not? Let me get 3 in there. 3 of them things. Ooh. I'm actually going to I think this is actually really tasty. What would the target be? Scareclaw? Which doesn't do anything. Do I care? Do I care that you special attack something and you can go into, like... I'll probably just do this. And then I get this out. Because I can just solemn whatever something you do. Yeah. You can banish whatever you want. Whatever your heart desires, bud. Yeah, Typhon. Okay. Talents to draw to? You have 1 card in your hand, and I have a negate on anything that you summon. Yeah, no, I'm gonna negate that, but... Oh, wow, that's a great rip. But I don't know what exactly you get from it. Because I can just Cerevis the summon. Oh, he can pop. Okay. Wait, this guy's actually a freak. That's crazy. What, and then you can only XCs? Okay. Sure. Sure. The only thing you can attack is the Skull Guardian. Oh, you can attack Cereus, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, he's trying to work through. But yeah, I like that these. I think it'll be tough for tournament play. I think that you're gonna have to be really fast and really know what you're doing in order to play well with this deck in a tournament environment, because it is kind of difficult to close out games sometimes. Like, your boards are going to be small. You're not really going to be putting a ton of damage out all the time. You know, you are going to have to be patient. I think it makes for better Yu-Gi-Oh, but slower Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm freaking easy mode, bro. It's easy mode out here. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, there's not really much that this deck can't beat. Now, I say that having played 2 garbage games against children, which is not ideal. But you can only play what's in front of you, you know? Like, you can only play what's in front of you. So you can only judge off of what you see in front of you. Okay, so going first, we're gonna banish 6. Going first, I have Diviner in hand, so I'm going to keep a Herald. I'm not going to do Entis. I don't see Super Poly, so I'm going to get rid of those 2. I'm going first, so I'll get rid of Typhon, and I'm betting I'm not playing Pearly. So I will get rid of... Actually, I'll get rid of Alina because it never really comes up, and I'll get rid of that instead of a Typhon. Okay, so he definitely doesn't have Ash, and I will be grabbing a copy of the Skull Guardian here. That is the right move. So I have everything that I could need. He has Impulse, so now this is actually a good deck. Interesting. Well, I mean, it could be a good deck, unless, of course, he's just playing this. Here, I mean, we had Stravis. Recycle. Surely this is actually Rescue. If it is actually Rescue Ace, then this is gonna be a good litmus test for how good this deck actually is, which I want to see. So we're gonna... Oh wait, no, never mind. I want to special this guy, tribute this guy. We'll get this guy to hand. That seems great. And now for this, we're gonna go Dynamondo. Go here, activate Dynamondo. We're gonna shuffle back that, and then shuffle back the Stravis. Right? Okay. So opponent's turn. Oh, I didn't set imperm. Oh, that's cringe. Oh, that's cringe. That's actually cringe. Oh, wow. Actually, that's really not. Oh, whatever. Okay, so what's this guy on, though? We're in the same place as we were at the beginning of... Whoa! I'm in. I'm in. I'm so in. Illusion of Chaos? This guy's cracked out of his mind. He's on the freaking goo. He's on the absolute goop. Yeah, man, go for it. Just in case this is actually... is Rescue Ace just like an engine then for draws? I don't get it. I'm nervous. I'm kind of nervous. Banish that. Yeah, okay. I think that's a good negate. Fenrir special. Okay. I think. Do I want to get rid of this? I think that it might actually be too good. I think it's actually too good to pass up on. Yeah. Wow! This is crazy. Okay, this is crazy. Vanquish Shoal is apparently pretty good. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to build it, but this freaking guy is so stupid. Heavy Borger. Heavy Borger might pop one. Troll and Lockbird? Oh no! Oh no! Let's go for this guy. Special him. Send that thing. Okay. So he's gonna special. He's gonna special something from his hand. What's he gonna special that's gonna do something to me? Does he have like the big guy? He doesn't have the big guy. So this is just gonna get what? He's gonna get Raisin to add something. Or not, he's not gonna add something. Review Jiaolong. This card can't be destroyed by card effects this turn. Okay. Why do I care about that? I don't care about that. Trinity Burst. So they get to bounce one thing? Or they can bounce two. Can they bounce? They can bounce these. Which would be annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that resolve. Oh, man. I am so dumb. I have to do this now. So now... what I can do is I can go for this and this, special summon this, go for this, get this guy. And then we go here, get this, erase this, and then we go, and this should be clear the whole board. Just for some extra stuff. And then it's that easy. GG's. And that's actually a good deck. That is actually a good deck. I don't know how well that thing is built. I don't know if people are like playing the... Maybe you play the fire, the Rescue Ace engine because you want more fires so that your Raisin is online more. I don't know. And then you play Fenrir's. I think people played Fenrir's so that you could add Rise Heart because Rise Heart is a fire. So maybe the impulses are just that turbo. Do ba 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 do boo do a boo ba do boo.